Good morning, friends. I want to introduce you quick to my stick community that I made. This is what we're going to be creating today. I have all these different characters that I made. This character is Vogel. This is Miss Krim. This is Earl. And this is one that I haven't named yet because I haven't quite finished. Anyway, let's get started. You need to have a Y-shaped stick that can kind of look like this, or it can also look like this, depending on whatever size you want to use. These are two good examples. What you don't want to have is a really flimsy Y-shaped stick, because this is going to be hard to wrap and will most likely break. So once you have your Y-shaped stick, you can use another stick to create arms if you'd like to do that. Or you could use pipe cleaners to create arms, okay? Or if you want to create something like Earl, who's just a straight up and down stick, you don't have to use anything, all right? But let me show you quick how to connect these arms. So I'm going to make this stick a little shorter by breaking it. And there we go. So you need to take some yarn or string and wrap it around the center so that it will be nice and secure. So what I do is I just take this like so, all right? So up here will be my head, so I want to have enough space. So this is what this kind of looks like. I have a long tail here, and then I have a really long tail over here. So what I'm going to do is tie this in a double knot, and you can see how my character's arms are wanting to move. But there's my knot. So what I'm going to do, you can see it looks like this. What I'm going to do is wrap my yarn around so that I go to the other corner. So right now my yarn is going diagonally across this way. What I'm going to do is go from this corner to this corner. So I'm going to go down, I'm going to wrap. You can wrap any way you want. I'm just wrapping like this because this is how I know how to wrap. And what I want to make sure of is that my arms are nice and secure. So every once in a while I give a little tug on this yarn right here. So what I'm going to do is just flip this over and tie it into another double knot. And that's why it's important to have a long enough tail in the end to make sure you can tie it into a double knot. Now once I've tied that into a double knot, what I'm going to do is take my hot glue gun here, right, and just kind of dab it and move it around to secure that knot. After I've done that, I can decide to cut this off if I want to, or I can keep it on. I'm going to decide to cut it off. There. So now my arms are secure and they're straight out. You could also use another Y-shaped stick to make the arms up here if you wanted to. So they could be cheering or something like that. It's all up to you. Now I'm going to wrap some yarn around the body to give my character a little bit more color and pizzazz. So I'm going to add a little bit of glue right here, just a dot. And I'm going to put the string on so it's nice and secure, and I'm going to start wrapping. And I just want to make sure I really hit that glue a few times. And now I can really go to town and start wrapping. And you can keep wrapping right on top of each other like that if you want, or You can wrap any way you want to wrap, whatever you like. So, this is what it looks like. Now before I cut it off, what I want to do, again, is put another little dot of glue. And I want to wrap it around in that glue so it'll stay nice and secure. Just like that. Alright, now I'm ready to trim it off. And I think what I'll do is I'll use another stick to kind of press that on there so I don't have to touch the hot glue. Now I have this kind of little hanger on thing right here. I can just trim that off and be ready to go. Now, I can add as many colors as I'd like. If you look at Earl here, he's pretty colorful, right? So add as many colors as you'd like and continue with that. What I want to show you is how to create the head. Now, those of you that picked up your art package from me at the school, you'll have some air dry clay on the inside. And what I did here is I just rolled it into a ball, and then I'm going to shove it onto the stick. And then once it's on there, I can start to make features, all right? I like to wait until I have it on the stick to make features so that they don't get all squished when I am putting the head on the stick. And you see this cracking right here? If I use a little bit of water, I can get rid of that cracking from the air dry clay. Now the air dry clay takes about 24 hours to dry, all right? And then it should be fine. You might want to take the head off after it's completely dry. Try to take it off, or just try to put some hot glue in here to make it more secure. All right? So that's with air dry clay. Now, if I don't have air dry clay, I could take something like aluminum foil, which is also really moldable. And I have a piece that's about this big, and I'm going to just tear it in half. Then, what I'm going to do is take it and just crumple a little ball on top like this. And if I decide that is not quite big enough, what I can do is take the other sheet and wrap it around there. I find it easier to mold 2 small sheets of tin foil rather than 1 really big sheet. And I think I'm just going to make some kind of crazy ponytail right here for this character. So, once you're done, you can create features by using, this is magazine paper and some little bits of yarn. I made a bow tie, and I made some funky hair for Earl and a mouth out of paper. For my bird, I just used some googly eyes that I had. And I probably will also make some wings, and I could do that out of toilet rolls. I had an extra sunflower from the other day's project, and that's how I made Miss Crimp's skirt. Then I just took a little piece of pipe cleaner and created her scarf. Anyway, what I want you to do after you've made your characters, I want you to take them outside, and I want you to build a little community or home or village that they could all live in and work. Make sure you take a picture and send it to me. I can't wait to see what you've done. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I miss you, and I hope you're well. Take care. Bye-bye.